Hello, everyone. This is Constantino Saga, broker associate with Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about something very important and a class that I took the other day. Today I wanted to talk about the Florida Housing Finance Corp down payment assistance and mortgage credit certificate for first mortgage loans. So we have a bond program here in Tallahassee. We have a Florida First, Florida FHA Preferred for bond, and Florida FHA Advantage for bond. Now the down payment assistance, the DPA, the Florida Assist, is up to $7,500. It's a zero interest deferred second mortgage. There is also the DPA, Florida Home Ownership Loan Program, which is abbreviated acronym FLHLP. Now this one is $10,000 at 3% for 15 years, and it does have a mortgage payment of $69.06. So this one does have a mortgage, the Florida Home Ownership Loan Program, but it's $10,000 versus the Florida Assist, which is $7,500, and it doesn't have a mortgage payment. Now, the down payment assistance can only be used with Florida Housing First Mortgage products. So that's very important to understand. This is not a standalone down payment assistance, meaning that you cannot go to Wells Fargo, Chase, ViStar and tell me, look, I want to do my first mortgage with them, and then I want to get the down payment assistance. No, they have to do everything. Only one Florida housing product can be utilized with a first mortgage product. Then there's the bond alternative, also called the MCC allowed, the FHA Preferred for TBA, and the FHA Advantage for TBA. Fannie Mae Preferred Plus for TBA, or Freddie Mac Advantage Plus for TBA, which is 3, 4, or 5% of the sales price as a forgivable over 5 years of a second. Or the DPA Plus is forgivable over a period of 5 years as a second mortgage. Then you have the Fannie Mae Preferred for TPA, or the Freddie Mac Advantage for TPA, which falls under the Florida Assist, the $7,500. It's a deferred second mortgage adjusted for household size. See program guide for limits. And then the Florida DPA homeownership loan program, the $10,000 up to 3% at 3%. It amortizes at a 15-year amortization plan for $69.06 monthly payment. Then we have, to me, which is the most important thing, to try to get out to as many active duty military and veterans, because I am a true believer that our military and veterans are our biggest assets in America. And thank you for your service, by the way. So there's our Salute Our Soldiers program, which it used to be called Military Heroes. Now it's called our Salute Our Soldiers. They can also do a DPA, the Florida Assist, the $7,500 at zero interest. It's a deferred second mortgage, adjusted for household size, high size, see guidelines for limits. And then they also have the DPA Plus, the 3, 4, and 5% of the sales price, forgivable over 5 years as the second mortgage. So this is the one most likely I'll be using next year, because it's forgivable after 5 years. You don't have to hold on to the property for 30 years to pay the money back. Then you have the DPA Florida Home Ownership Loan Program, the $10,000 at a 3% rate. It amortizes at 15 years, so it gives you a compound payment of $69.06. So All first mortgages must be with the Florida Housing first mortgage programs. So, like I said, you have the Florida Bond, which is Florida First. Then you have the FHA Freddie Mac Advantage Conventional for Bond. Then you have the Fannie Mae Preferred, the HFA Conventional for Bond. And then you have the TBA, which is a non-bond program. And then you have the Salute Our Soldiers. All mortgages are 30-year fixed. Bonds are considered our household income and lowest income limits. TBA considers only 1003 income, higher income limits. The note and mortgage are exempt from intangible and doc state tax. I think that's a really good benefit, that the mortgage and note are exempt from intangible and the doc stamps. The Florida Bond Program considers households' incomes and requires the borrower and spouses, even if the spouse is not on the loan, the last 3 years' tax returns and transcripts combined of the two to validate non-ownership. Household income would include the gross annual income of all occupants aged 18 and older. The TBA non-bond program considers credit qualifying income and the 1003 to validate the first-time home buyer eligibility. Florida Housing offers 4 first mortgage conventional loan programs to be eligible first-time buyers. Borrowers are required to qualify as a first-time buyer as defined below to satisfy the following requirements to be eligible to participate in the first mortgage program that offers down payment assistance. The Salute Our Soldiers is also offered through our TBA non-bond program, which means it offers our military service men and women greater opportunities to achieve ownership. It offers our military service men and women greater opportunities to achieve ownership. With our TBA program, the income and the first-time buyer status of the borrower only is considered. The program does not consider household income or the first-time buyer status of the spouse if the spouse is not on the loan. Borrowers are those parties appearing on the note. So, like I said, you have the Florida Assist, the $7,500, right? Down payment assistance and for closing costs. And it has a no interest rate, no payments. It's due if you pay off. If you sell the house, if you refinance it, or if you convert the property into a rental property, then the $7,500 is due. The Florida Help, or the HLP, is $10,000 towards down payment assistance and closing costs. The interest rate is 3% at a 15-year amortization rate and a payment of $69.06. And the balance is due if you sell the property, if you refinance it, or if you convert it into a rental property. The Florida Plus, or TBA, which is 3, 4, or 5% of the purchase price towards down payment assistance and closing costs, has a 0 interest rate, no payments required, and is forgiven after the 5th year at a 20% rate per year. So 20% the first year, 20% the second year, to 20% the third year, 20% the fourth year. So on the 5th year, this down payment assistance disappears. The balance of the DPA is due upon sale, refinances, or conversion of a rental property. Obviously, if you sell it before the 5 years. So this is the one I like the most, the Florida Plus for TBA, because it's forgivable. All DPA, all down payment assistance must be attached with the Florida Housing First Mortgage. Other DPA resources can be used behind our DPA, must be in a third position. Continuous funding of DPA Florida Housing never runs out of funds. So the Florida Housing never runs out of funds. I hope you guys listen to this part. The mortgage and note are exempt from intangible and doc stamp. The mortgage note are exempt from intangible and doc stamps on the tax. Again, my name is Constantino Usaga. I'm a broker associate with Florida Homes Realty, and I really hope you guys can get this information as many people as possible about down payment assistance in Florida. Every county also has down payment assistance, but then they would have to fall on a third position, because you have to do the first mortgage through Florida Housing, then you have to qualify for the down payments assistance as a second lien. But every county does have their own housing. So I hope you guys can get this information to as many people as possible, especially to active duty and our veterans. Please, do not be shy to share this video to as many people that you care about, especially our active military and veterans, and let them know about Salute Our Soldiers, and thank them for their service. So again, my name is Constantino Usaga. I'm a broker associate with Florida Homes Realty here in Jacksonville, Florida. We have about 10 offices. Remember, we had about 8 last year, and now we just opened one in Fleming Island, or we are opening one in Fleming Island, and we have another branch office that just opened this week in Melbourne, Florida. So just to let you know a little bit about Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage. So we're here, and we're letting people know that we're here to help you. So feel free to reach out to me whichever way is more comfortable for you. I'm available 7 days a week. I'm not a 9 to 5 real estate person, so as a broker associate, I work 7 days a week. So that should tell you a lot about me. I'm available 7 days a week for you. Obviously by appointments only on the weekends, and I work out of the Orange Park office, which is 555 Blanding Boulevard, a 2-story building on the 2nd floor. Again, my name is Constantino Usaga. I'm a broker associate with Florida Homes Realty. My phone number is 904-452-3895, and you can reach me through any of the social media platforms as Constantino the Broker. All you have to put is Constantino the Broker. You'll be able to find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and whichever way you feel comfortable writing to me, you can reach out to me whenever you like. Again, thank you, and have a wonderful day.